All right, everybody. So I just wanted to make this video kind of to shed some light on the Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali real gameplay. This is a real gameplay of Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali, and I kind of want to give my thoughts on it. Yeah, I know who to see, but off the bat, this is not Mike Tyson. This is a creative fighter. But off the bat, Muhammad Ali's face doesn't look bad. His face and his hair doesn't look bad. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because, for one, if you really look at Muhammad Ali and look at the way he's built, right? If you look at prime Muhammad Ali or older Muhammad Ali, he's not small. Like, you see what I'm saying? He's not skinny. He's kind of cut, but he's definitely not skinny. And I feel like this game definitely made him way skinnier than he needs to. But that's one. So it says 25 years old, so that's young. And so now it is time to look at his punch animations and his stance. I'm just gonna show y'all right here. All right, boom. So off the bat, you can kind of tell what EA is trying to pull with his stances and his punch. Look at that. Snap five, I'm pretty sure it's like a 5-star snap jab. And then look at this, watch this. Look at his stance. I feel like since, and I'm gonna get into that later. We're not gonna talk about it yet, but look, not gonna lie, I don't really like his stance. I can understand why they gave him a Celtic cross, in a snap jab, but I truly believe his stance is so off, and I feel like it's so weird. If you really look at the way Muhammad Ali, like the way he bounces around the cage, the way he has his right arm up, his arm down, popping out the jab, things of that nature. This stance just, I feel it just doesn't replicate what Muhammad Ali is. If that makes sense, the way his style is, the way he just moves in general. So as you can see right here, now don't get me wrong, Mike Tyson looks amazing. Like look at his neck muscles. Look at the way Mike Tyson looks. Like, not gonna lie, I would probably give his character model like a 10 out of 10. Honestly, they did Mike Tyson really well, especially the younger version. I wish his arms were a little bigger because the way Mike Tyson is built at this age in 1988, Mike Tyson was huge. Okay, so off the bat, as you can see, Mike Tyson, he just looks robotic. Does that make sense? He just looks super duper robotic. Mike Tyson doing a spinning back fist is actually kind of wild. And the reason why I say he looks robotic is because of this stance. His stance is like this, right? The game depicts his stance like this, right? And I feel like he's trying so hard to keep his hands up to where every single action, his stance is just like this, rather than I don't know, man. It's really hard to explain. But one thing I will say, if we do travel to my channel and look at the way Mike Tyson's stance is in this game, look at that. Look at the way he rocks. You see what I mean? You see, look, I'm even talking about. Look at the way he rocks, right? And look at the way he moves around the cage. Now, obviously, it's an older game, so it's not going to be pinpoint perfect, but due to how the foot placement is and the punch animations, I would probably say this is UFC's best iteration of Mike Tyson. I know that's kind of crazy, but yeah, this is definitely EA Sports' best iteration of Mike Tyson. Obviously, they made Fight Night. I would say Fight Night is obviously good, but if we're talking MMA, this I would probably say this is superior. I wouldn't say crazy superior because it's an older game, but I would probably say this is superior simply because it's just the way they move, the way he punches. I just feel like it's just way better. And as we let this gameplay go, this is what I will say. The reason why I understand that it's gonna be kind of difficult is because I'm I'm starting to really believe that we're in the same situation as NBA 2K. These type of games or these type of companies, really greedy companies, come out with such low effort games. It's because of how many people are working on the game. If you look at NBA 2K, the issue with them for years is because they just they won't hire developers, they won't hire more people to work on the game to make the game better so it can come out more polished. That's why some games like this, really greedy, companies, games with a low amount of people always come out so unpolished, so much bugs. Is because there's not a lot of people working on the game, and I know there's only so much they can do with the company that's barely giving them enough, possibly, I'm not, I'm assuming, possibly barely giving them enough money. But yeah, coming into another reason is because the footwork and the stances. Now, I've been preaching this, I've been crying about this for about my whole UFC career. Until they rework the stances and the footwork, I believe a lot of fighters will never be replicated correctly. I feel like people like Alex Pereira will never be replicated correctly. Israel Adesanya. And prime example right here, Mike Tyson looks real robotic and looks like he's sliding around rather than him, actually walking on the cage, getting ready to actually punch somebody, if that makes sense. Or somebody like Muhammad Ali, the way he glides and bounces around the cage. I just feel like stuff like that will never be replicated until they rework the stances. Until then, I feel like it will always be this, it will always be like this. But yeah, coming into my final thoughts and basically the end of the video, I don't know, man. I'm kind of giving it the benefit of the doubt, but I will say I am disappointed. I don't want to seem like a negative Nancy or, oh my gosh, you're so negative, but I'm just, I'm giving my honest opinion. Have you ever been through something where like you knew the outcome of something, but like when it happened, you were still disappointed. You still felt like, man, like, come on now. You see what I mean? That's kind of how I feel with Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali in the game. And yeah, man. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, love y'all. I'm out.